Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. This is TRIX-DESIGN in the building, and I promised you that I'm going to show you how I created this design using Canva, and here we go. So I create my Canva size. Let me show you my Canva size: 1080 by 1350. So that's my Canva size. The kind of design you are creating will determine your Canva size. The Canva size you will have in your design is directly proportional to the kind of layout that your design will have. If you are going to have a lot of things in your layout or a lot of things in your canvas, it, it is required to have a bigger canvas. Understand? So and vice versa. So all right, let me not waste so much time. So without further ado, I will start writing. So this is the background I use, the damn background I use. All I have to do is to duplicate it. This is just a square, okay? This is just a, let me show you, and then I'm just going to be. I don't want. Let me show you. Because this is just a square. I just brought in a square, yes, and then I change the color to this. Go to color. Your case won't be like this, so you have to change the color. So I'm going to show you the color FEAB2D. FEAB2D. So that's the color code. After you have done that, all you have to do is to resize it, and then resize it to cover this part of the screen, and then you have to just flip it, and then flip it a little bit more. Okay, so that is it. That is it. And then boom, you have it. Okay, and boom, you have it. So that is how I come up with that background. So for this purpose, I'm going to copy this because I don't want to. I'm just delete. I'm going to just copy and paste. Okay, copy and then I'm going to paste. I don't want to. So sorry. Oh, what did I do? For I want to be specific. Okay, I want to be specific. I want to be specific. Paste. Okay. What's not happening? Why? Copy and paste. Now what's happening? Okay, it's half. It's half. I think I see what's happening now. So that is how I come up with that, and then after that I brought in my car. Okay, my car is here. This is my car. All I have to do is to remove the background. Remove BG. Remove BG. Alright, my background is removed, and I have just to position it like this. I just twist the car a little bit more so that it will just look like it is coming, and I will cover the white space, yes, just like I did in this tutorial, and then I expanded the car a little bit more. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using this car, and then I will just duplicate. I'll copy again so that to get to be specific, okay, to get a specificism. I don't know if there's any word like that. So I'm going to copy and I'll come over here and paste just to get the particular size paste. All right, so in your case that won't be like that. Okay, all right, and then I'm going to bring a shadow in. So all I have to do is to go to my element. If you go to your element and you type car shadow, if you type car shadow, so just let Canva do his magic. It's going to show you different car shadow. All you have to do is to pick one that resonates with you. For the sake of this, I'm going to pick this particular one. Let me flip it to see if it works. But this is not what I used though. No. Does this work? No, this doesn't work. Okay. There are different car shadows here. We can find until we find the one that is suitable to our design. And then we can decide to move it to the backward, forward. Okay, this one doesn't also work. There are other ways to do this. I'm not showing you the possibilities. Let me see this. Okay, position to back. Okay, this one tried a little bit more. This one tried, but it doesn't still work. I am trying to explore here. Sorry, so guys, one thing with design is that it's going to take you some good designs takes time, and you have to just be comfortable exploring different things, especially when it comes to Canva. You have to find the best element for your design. Okay, so that is the process I'm taking you through. I didn't plan this process, but for the sake of this tutorial, let's go. Let me try this. Okay, this one is also cool. Let me go try position to the backward. So I didn't like any of these. Okay, so see the what I did. So I duplicated this and I go to my effects. I went to Dalton. I go to custom. I made it black. Turn the black to 00 to make it black. After that, I push it backward. I reduce the transparency. I reduce the transparency. And I went to my effects again. I want to blur. And I blur the whole, go to blur whole image and blur it a little bit out. And boom. That was how I created that background, that shadow. It's as this simple. Okay, if you want you can touch it a little bit more. So if you're wondering how I created my shadow, this is exactly how I did it. Okay, all right, so that is how I created the background. Okay, I want to touch this, so I'm going to go to my transparency, increase it a little bit more, and then bring it this one down. All right, if I go to my layer now, I will select two of them together. I will group and I will push them forward. Okay, so this also can work if you're trying to create a background. All right, after that, what did I do? I brought in I brought in my car again. Yes, I used my car in different position. Go to upload and I brought in the car again. Yeah. After that, I did what? I flipped it. Not corner. I used flipped. I flipped the car. All right. I didn't remove the background, guys. I didn't remove the background. Yes, because I'm going to cover it with a square. I'll come over here. I will bring in my shape. I'm using a square, and I'll turn this square to white. I'll use corner, turn it to white. It's going to be pure white, just like the background, and I'll just expound it like this, and then boom. I have it. Okay. Let me see how I did this. Yes, that is it. Yes. All right. So I go to position, put it the back, move it once to the back. Okay. So I have this now. So what else do I do? I go to my elements again and brought in my shape tool. I made it black. I made it black. Very simple tutorial, right? I expanded it. I use transparency and the data transparency a little bit. The reason why we did this is to give it a contrast, okay? Everything in this image shouldn't be, the car already have a contrast, but the black will give it more depth. So go to transparency again, increase it a little bit more, and then boom, we have it, okay? Then you can leave it like this, just like the way it is in this tutorial. All right, so then I duplicated the car. I went to my upload again and found the car again, and then I duplicated it just like this. No, I wanted to show the headlight. For this first positioning, I keep it over here, showing the headlights, and this particular one, this is not bold enough, so I flipped it. Yes, I flipped it. I flipped it. Yes. I went to my elements. Brought in this. Yes. I'm just targeting the Lamborghini. Yeah. See what I have here? I did it like that. Okay. And then I took this again, place it over here, and I flipped. And I flipped it. Very simple tutorial, right? Yeah. And I flipped it, but this time around, I want to target this particular place, just like I did over here. The view of this. So I'm going to use. I want to get the this particular dimension. Alright, so after that I select all of them and then I group them together and I move with them to the back of this page. Okay, boom, that is our design. So if you want, you can reduce this and increase their size, like just like this. Position, align, center. Okay, and then you have this just like the way we did over here. Okay, all right, so this is what we have here. And so that's my concept with this. But I don't, this one I created on group. The Lamborghini is not really showing the way I wanted, so I'm going to move it upward. Okay, position, move it upward a little bit more. I want the logo to show very well, so that is the reason why I'm doing this. All right, Okay, after that, I just saw something that makes me laugh. So I sent a message. I sent the one a gospel message to my friend to listen to, and he sent me his account number. God, this guy is crazy. So that he don't want to listen, but he wants money. That was what was making me smile. All right, so all I have to do is that was it, and then I started. I brought in my test. Okay, I went to tests. I brought in my test, and I typed Lamborghini. I typed Lamborghini. I reduced it, and I went to my font. What is the font I used here? Amsterdam 4. So let me see if it's a free font. So go to your font and use this Amsterdam font. So if you type in your go to font and change it to Amsterdam, it's a free font. All right, and then you can increase it to any the way you want, and then boom, that is it. This one is different from this, but it also works. Okay, and then I brought in the logo, remove the background, reduce it, place it over here, type this, there to be different, and the font I use here is Poppins. Poppins, and type this. Then this there to be different. This Poppins, you can go to fonts, go to format. I mean, you can decide to italize it. Okay, so italize it, and then this one is a different fonts format. I italize this one too. Let me show you the Ansun. So this one you're going to use Ansun. From this one you're going to use Poppins. Sorry for that noise in the background. All right, after that you're just going to select this one and select this or this, so that we won't waste our time. Duplicate, and then remove it over here just to save time, guys. So I'm just going to put it upward. Okay, so that is how I came off with that particular and then this urus, select and select. This is the name of the car, urus XE, and then you see they talk about the car. This I will show you the font I also used. So for the sake of this, I'm just going to, so that we won't waste our time, and I'm going to select again, select the two together, group them, okay, and that is it. This is this urus, the font name is also Poppins. The format is bold. The date to be different. The format is also bold. This one also use Poppins, but it's Poppins regular, and I reduced it. So you can just find a text and do this and that is. So this is it for this tutorial. Very simple tutorial. I hope you enjoy it here and here. So choose the one that best works for you. I think the first one I did, I love it more than the second one, but it's a simple tutorial and it just straight to the point. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification so you will be notified anytime I drop new videos. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.